Hello everyone, welcome to the first new video of the year. Today we will be going through Ingraham's new secretary story featuring my reactions as we go along. Let's get right into it. Searching for the light. 1. For application. Ingram pushes out and lets out a yawn get ready to start the day's work. Why don't we do a little cleaning first? I'm take a quick look on at today's itinerary. Other than routine maintenance, we also have... Jeez, I'm practically backed up to remove requests. Looking like I have to figure something out. Okay. Maybe I can submit an application to the commander for some extra supplies and equipment. Sup, Ingraham? I decided to drop by because I was bored, but look at you with a stony expression on your face. What you up to? Nothing major, just think about how to get some work done. Speaking of which, are you here to pick up that thing you asked me to repair for you last month? If so, I unfortunately have bad news for you. I still need anything another 2 months or so. That's it. Yikes. Nah, it's not that. I just want to come say hi to you. Are you that something work? As you can see, each and every day there's an endless stream of people ask me to fix things, fix this and that. For only other work I have to take care of regularly, and I hardly have any spare time. Oh, that's sad. I suppose I can push myself a bit harder over the holidays. Don't. Even so, the will take a bit of time to get through, so of course I end up with a massive backlog. Ingram first opened the door to the house behind her, revealing a mountain of miscellaneous items that leaves Cooper awestruck. Holy crap, that's way too much stuff! Yeah, and that's after I already finished the last batch of repairs and sent them back. Oh, right, the commander gave you permission to store your stuff in this warehouse, right? Why don't you apply for another storage place? Forget it. All I'll do is double the backlog eventually. The reason I have so much junk laying around is there are too many parts I can't normally get my hands on. So I'll make my own parts to make the repair process go more smoothly. But making my own parts requires special equipment and facilities, and I don't have to submit applications to access them. Nowadays, I submit applications in a big batch, but that's because it's not good to apply too often. The result is this huge pile of stuff you see here. If I can have a personal workshop. That's it! Instead of applying to use twice on one time, you should solve the problem at its root. Ask the commander to set up a personal workshop for you. That way, you'll have your own set of equipment to work with. Do you have any idea how ridiculously expensive the equipment is? The commander is super nice, so I'm sure you have nothing to worry about. A bit too nice if you ask me. If I ask for some of the small devices, there might be some hope. Without further ado, let's get that application ready. Give me a bit to think about what I'll need. The request. Knock, knock, knock. Come in. Pardon me, Commander. Did you need something from me? I want to talk about the personal issue request you submitted earlier. I always lose a long call to begin with. Ingram's head dropped due to disappointment. She sees the application form I placed on the desk in front of her. But she soon realizes that the form would not be stamped at all. It wasn't approved, it wasn't denied either. Commander, what does this mean? I want to speak to you one-on-one before making a full response. Why are you submitting the application right now? Is it something you're having trouble with? Actually, about that... Yeah. I see, I think I understand your situation now. Does that mean you'll approve our application? Before I make a decision, I need to ask you something first. What does it mean to you when you help fix stuff for your friends around the port? What does it mean to me? I'm not sure. I just want to get things fixed up ASAP so I can be able to fix the next thing. What do you think about the way people will react after you finish repairing things for them? Commander's asking questions. Well, I normally notify people as soon as I finish the repairs. As for reactions, that's not something I usually pay attention to. I see, I have to give your application some thought then. Well, I'm done. While doing that, there's issue set up with recently retired equipment in the warehouse. How about you use those to take care of your problems in the short term? You can use the abandoned storeroom near the warehouse if you'd like. I'll do just that. Thank you so much, Commander! The workshop. Ingraham and Cooper are struggling to tie up the abandoned storeroom to move the old equipment into. Phew, we're finally clear enough space to move the equipment in. Thanks a ton, Cooper. I couldn't have done it without you. Think nothing of it, buddy. That's all we have hands for. Since you're always helping me out, it's only natural that I return the favour. How And that said, why didn't you ask Bristol to come over as well? You could have tied up much faster with an extra helper here. In theory, that's true. But just think about it, in an abandoned warehouse, all dust buried wares and Bristol, if anything, artificially would decrease. I guess you're right. Maybe we get her adventure in here after dunking up. Adventure. As the sky gradually begins to darken, Ingham looks around the old storeroom that's being converted into a simple workshop and nods with satisfaction. Now I can finally get some serious work done. In any case, let's pick up a half-edged project I was working on before. Ingham stares contemplatively at a strange shaped shield on a workbench. Mina's mechanical shield, huh? I'm telling you, it doesn't make any sense why these aren't installed with the same functionalities as they have in those movies. They're supposed to be able to transform and bounce around, but these can't do anything like that at all. Such a disappointment. So in other words, you want a vibranium shield. Vibranium shield. Vibranium. That's why I take a look over here. The music is supposed to automatically transform, but I have to do it myself this version. Put some strength into it, it snaps right off. If you're not too busy, would you mind fix it for me? Sure, I'll take a look at it. Auto transform function? Well, I'll have to take apart and to repair and be a much extra and power system. In this case, Ingham does a few diagrams on the workbench, puts on the goggles, and starts repairing the shield. At this point in the video, I also recommend you check out the video I made last month covering the Alan M Summer class ships we have in game. If you like these videos, be sure to like and subscribe for more content. The surprise. A few days later, Ingham's makeshift workshop. That's one I'm taken care of, now on to the next thing. What does it mean to me? I'm not sure, I just want to get things fixed up ASAP so I can be able to fix the next thing. What do you think about the way people react after you finish repairing things for them? Well, I'm gonna normally notify people as soon as I finish repairs. As for reactions, that's not something I usually pay attention to. Maybe I'll deliver it myself this time and see how she reacts. Reassemble's shield is casually lying on the workbench along with a few other completed objects. Ingraham scoops up quietly and turns to leave the workshop. Ooh. Coming! Ingraham, is that you? Wait a sec, is that... Sorry it took so long. I finished repairing your shield. Want to help you put it on? If you don't mind, yes please! You just need a buckle on, I guess, and then... Try moving your arm around a bit to see if it wobbles. It feels perfect, no problems at all. Thank you so much. Piece of cake. Oh, there's another thing to tell you. Do you feel that little bump by your little finger? Go ahead and press it. Zam! The shield suddenly doubles in size, accompanied by the slick sound of metal rubbing together. It all happens in a flash before we could process what even happened. That seems good enough. By the way, because we shield uses metal to our welding, we made the thing using carbon fibers. Metallic sounds of sound effect. Fancy jar can hit the switch. This switch is disabled for speaker. In addition to automatic expansion function added, you can also retract it using this switch by your index finger. Hold down for 3 seconds and it will retract automatically. Reno? Are you listening? Reno? You made the automatic transformation! Am I your thing? Sorry, it was just too much for me to take in all at once. That's the same toy shell I gave you earlier. Didn't jump into some futuristic dimension to buy a real one for me, did you? I didn't do anything except add recent modifications. I really like it though. Unfortunately, Rin doesn't seem to be paying attention to any of Ingham's words. The vibranium shield has to mesmerize as though she's holding a magic treasure, unable to put it down for even a second. Ingham simply watches her from nearby, noticing a strange glimmer shining in Rina's eyes. So this is how people react after getting their stuff back. Just what the commander wanted me to see. A strong drive inexplicably arises within Ingham's heart. Since I already have the equipment I need, I guess I should knock out everything on the backlog. After saying goodbye to Reno, Ingham trots back to her makeshift workshop. The lights in the workshop do not go out until late into the night. The cost of efficiency. About a week later, and both taking display of tenacity, Ingraham knocked out about a quarter of projects in her backlog. She personally returned each and every item to its respective owner. After all that, she finally earned herself a well-deserved break. Work bench had been used constantly over the last week suddenly falls silent. Ingraham accidentally slipped off and slept right in front of it. An uncertain amount of time later, she feels someone prodding at her cheek. Whoa, I don't think I actually wake you up. Sorry, there must be a typo. Oh, it's just you, Cooper. Did you need something from me? I wouldn't say need, but do you still remember that transform device I asked you to make before? Of course, didn't I fix it? I'm handing back to you? Don't tell me you went and broke it again. Not this time, it's about something else. Well, tell me. It's not likely to be rather bush like this. I'm not sure how to tell you this, and I don't want you to take it the wrong way. Takes a deep breath. Ingraham, why do you think everyone keeps asking you to fix or modify their knickknacks? Because I happen to have the know-how? That is one reason, but I think there's more to it than that. Take my transformation device as an example. The truth is, Akashi is just capable of doing that job. But if I had her do it, she would have returned the same thing to me, exactly as I found it. The whole element of surprise would be missing. The element of surprise? Yeah, you know, like my vibranium shields you did for Reno. That's the element of surprise I'm talking about. Stuff you never get asked anyone other than you. That's why everyone comes here to get their stuff fixed, no matter how long it takes. I see. And another way to say that is, you're not satisfied with what I pump out during these rush jobs? No, that's not what I'm saying at all. See, that's why I said I didn't want to take it the wrong way. It's fine, I'm not offended. After throwing myself at these points for the entire last week, the way I pushed my work mentally has shattered me as well. The time I used to feel towards tiny ideas in my head into reality has slowly been disappearing. Instead, whenever I think about miles of work still to get through, I feel pressure to work faster and faster. I'd say it's even starting to turn to irritation. The more I want to see that going in the eyes, the harder it is to see it. It almost feels like I've been trying for so long I forgot why I left home in the first place. Ingraham rarely rubs her eyebrows. Do you remember when I helped you make the transforming device? We talked a whole lot, didn't we? Although most do most for talking. I remember really clearly, no matter how much you complained, every little detail was done perfectly by the time the project was finished. I even went to see that movie to get a reference for what he wanted me to make. I was starting to get fixated on efficiency. I stopped doing stuff I like after that. Like that. I'm starting to understand now. Someone commanded really meant with that question. Is why my application couldn't be approved right away. Ingram's cheeks flare up in embarrassment. She realized she's been read like a book, even though I've been around for it herself. In any case, I've set up a post-delivery survey and make the past fix things people may be dissatisfied with. Cooper, come help me out too. Yes, you wish. That glimmer in their eyes. There's no answer from the other side of the door. I know it's already night time, but isn't it too early for her to be asleep? After a long while, the door cracks open. Ah, Ingraham, good evening. Bristol, I brought your lantern. You mentioned something about the secretary being a bit shaky before, right? So I took a look at that for you and made some upgrades. Want to give it a try? Ingraham poses his question softly with a hint of hesitation in her voice. After all, this happens the first project she completed since her talk with Cooper a while ago. Whoa, it's good to do now. You're amazing. Bristol takes the lantern from Ingraham's hands and gives it a good shake before flipping the switch on. The motor of light inside the glass cage dances rhythmically as if living and breathing. Whoa, what's going on with this light? What'd you do to it? I'll say again, you're way too amazing. This literally investigator's back in action. Investigator. Bristol runs around the room in circles like a child with a new toy. Isn't she one? But I'm so cool. Glimmer with wonder in her eyes once more, a fact that does not escape Ingram's notice. Glimmer may well exist in Ingram's eyes at one point. After each obstacle she overcame, after each flash of brilliance in her designs, she falls in deep contemplation. Why would she overlook something like this important? How could she forget that the most important thing when it came to repair work was not efficiency, but that extra touch of attentiveness? Had she not been so attentive to Reno's wants, our brain shield would not have an automatic auto transform feature. It would just be a regular old toy shield. Mrs. Lantern would not be able to shine such an enchanting, beautiful light. And no amount of expensive machinery or equipment could produce those things. She continues to look at Bristol, lips finally curling into a gentle smile. Maybe this is why everyone keeps coming to me for help. Maybe repairs and maintenance aren't just about fixing up an object, but more like undoing and smoothing over scars left by time. And now that I think about it, nobody ever really complained about my work taking a long time. Seriously, what was I doing? I'll say goodbye to Bristol. Ingraham suddenly has another flash of inspiration. Her steps become faster and faster until she breaks out into a run, heading back towards her workshop. If she starts now, it might not be too late. Final chapter, her accolade. Days later at the office. Come in. Hey, Commander. Ah, Ingraham! Perfect! I was just about to call for you. As you can see, I found some documents to get the equipment you asked for. So, equipment will probably arrive within a week. Commander? In case, why did you hold on to the paperwork? Ingraham paused a moment before taking documents for me. So, did you increase the efficiency, fix your problems? She hastily shifts her eyes to the side. I could tell that she realized I was hesitant all along. Actually, Commander, about the new equipment. Went through all the trouble of getting it, so you might as well put it to good use. Don't think of it as a way to increase your efficiency. I would think of it as a tool to let you better make use of your creativity. Ingraham doesn't argue back, she simply nods while holding on to the documents. Great. My sounds looks for today then. Now if you excuse me, I'm heading out for a breath of fresh air. Wait, hold on a second, Commander. Just about to leave, it caught my attention. Would you mind bending down real quick? Just like that. Don't move, okay? Ingraham takes out a shiny medal from her pocket and pins it in front of my chest. There we go. Don't worry, it's still playing. It's been one stuff last made a medal for you, right? So I figured it was time to make you another one. Choices, choices, choices. I'm gonna go with the second option. Oh, before I forget, why am I coming to your workshop? No, it's way too messy in there. But besides, it's hardly worthy of being called a workshop. It's just a hodgepodge of junk at the moment. But the office official equipment has been improved, so it'll be worthy of being called a workshop sooner or later, right? As an official facility, it serves a name. Let's have a better idea. I'm going to dub it Ingram's Repair Shop or Ingram's Fixable Shop. How's that sound? You don't need to take my name onto it, seriously. Really? I think it sounds cuter that way. Commander! And we're finished. Like that. While I might have lots of oaths nowadays, one thing's for certain. Ingraham is still one of my favourite ships in the entire game. How about in the comments below you discuss your favourite ship, whether you have a secretary story or skins, and whether you want them to get a skin or secretary story in the future. Thank you for watching.